Most people in Qatar are using digital wallets every single day, without realizing they are either saving money or quietly losing money through missed rewards and hidden limitations. And the biggest mistake you need to avoid is assuming all digital wallets in Qatar work the same way. They don't. Some are just payment tools, some are banking extensions, and a few actually help you reduce fees, earn rewards, and simplify your entire financial life. Here's the truth no one tells you. In 2026, digital wallets in Qatar are no longer just about tapping your phone at a store. They are part of a full financial ecosystem that controls how you spend, how you transfer money, and how efficiently you manage daily payments. And if you use them correctly, you can save time, reduce friction, and sometimes unlock real discounts and cashback offers. In this video, you are going to learn the 10 best digital wallets in Qatar for 2026. But more importantly, you will understand exactly how each one works, when to use it, and how smart users combine them for maximum benefit. Now here is something most beginners miss. There is no single perfect wallet in Qatar. The real advantage comes from combining multiple tools based on your lifestyle. Let's start immediately because the first one is already used everywhere in Qatar every single day. Number 1 is Apple Pay. Apple Pay is one of the most widely used digital wallets in Qatar. You can use it in malls, supermarkets like Carrefour and Lulu, restaurants, cafes, taxis, and almost every major retail store that supports contactless payments. But here is where most people get confused. Apple Pay itself does not offer cashback or rewards. It is just a secure payment system. The rewards depend entirely on the card linked to it. For example, Jake in Doha uses Apple Pay linked to his QNB debit card. Every time he taps his phone, the payment is instant and secure, but any rewards come from the bank, not Apple Pay. Now here is the problem. Many users assume Apple Pay is the reward system. It is not. It is only the payment layer. But here is where it gets interesting. Apple Pay is extremely powerful in Qatar because it is widely accepted and works smoothly with major banks like QNB, Commercial Bank, and Doha Bank. And in a minute, I will show you a wallet that actually gives direct cashback-style rewards through local fintech systems. Let's move to number 2, Google Wallet. Google Wallet is the main competitor to Apple Pay in Qatar, especially for Android users. Just like Apple Pay, Google Wallet does not directly provide cashback. It stores your debit and credit cards and allows you to pay securely using your phone. For example, Sarah in Doha links her commercial bank and QNB cards to Google Wallet. Every payment goes through her bank, and rewards depend on her card provider. But here is the catch. Google Wallet is only as powerful as the cards you connect. If your card has no benefits, Google Wallet does not add extra value. Now here is where it gets interesting. Google Wallet allows you to switch between multiple cards instantly, which helps you optimize spending for groceries, fuel, or online shopping. In a minute, I will show you a wallet in Qatar that actually gives you real local discounts and promotions inside a super app ecosystem. Let's move to number 3, Ooredoo Money. Ooredoo Money is one of the most important digital wallets in Qatar, and is widely used for payments, transfers, and mobile services. It allows users to send money locally and internationally, pay bills, and manage everyday transactions. For example, Alex in Doha uses Ooredoo Money to send money to family abroad and pay utility bills directly from his phone. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Ooredoo Money sometimes offers promotions, discounted transfers, and fee reductions for users. But here is the problem. These benefits are not always permanent. They are campaign-based. Still, Ooredoo Money is one of the most useful financial tools in Qatar's mobile ecosystem. Let's move to number 4, Vodafone Qatar Wallet. Vodafone Qatar Wallet is similar to Ooredoo Money, but is integrated into the Vodafone ecosystem. It allows payments, mobile top-ups, and transfers directly from your phone. For example, John in Doha uses Vodafone Wallet to manage mobile payments and small transfers. Now, here is the catch. Vodafone Wallet is more telecom-focused than a full financial system. But here is where it gets interesting. Vodafone occasionally runs promotional cashback or bonus credit campaigns. Let's move to number 5. QNB, Mobile App. QNB is one of the largest banks in Qatar, and its mobile app is widely used for banking and payments. It allows transfers, bill payments, and full account management. For example, Emma in Doha uses QNB app to manage salary deposits and daily expenses. Now, here is the problem. Like most bank apps, rewards depend on credit cards, not the wallet itself. But here is where it gets interesting. QNB often provides merchant offers and seasonal discounts tied to card usage. Let's move to number 6, Commercial Bank App. Commercial Bank of Qatar is another major financial institution with a widely used mobile app. It allows users to manage accounts, make payments, and track spending. For example, Mike in Doha uses the Commercial Bank app for salary management and bill payments. Now, here is the catch. The app itself does not provide cashback rewards. Benefits come from linked credit cards. But here is where it gets interesting. Commercial Bank frequently partners with merchants to offer discounts and promotions. Let's move to number 7, Dukhan Bank App. Dukhan Bank is growing rapidly in Qatar, and its digital banking app is becoming more popular. It offers secure banking, transfers, and card management. For example, Lisa in Doha uses Dukhan Bank app to manage her savings and monthly spending. Now here is where it gets interesting. Dukhan Bank focuses more on Islamic banking compliance and financial stability than cashback rewards. But here's the problem. This means fewer direct rewards, but stronger financial structure. Let's move to number 8, Revolut. Revolut is increasingly used in Qatar, especially by expats and frequent travelers. It allows multi-currency accounts, low exchange fees, and real-time spending tracking. For example, Kevin in Doha uses Revolut when traveling to Europe and avoids high conversion fees. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Revolut sometimes offers cashback rewards and partner discounts depending on your plan. But here is the catch. Premium features require paid subscriptions. Let's move to number 9, Samsung Wallet. Samsung Wallet is used by Samsung smartphone users in Qatar and combines payments, loyalty cards, and secure access features. It allows contactless payments using stored cards and integrates with supported banks. For example, David in Doha uses Samsung Wallet for quick payments at malls and cafes. But here's the reality. Samsung Wallet does not provide standalone cashback. It depends on linked cards and promotions. Now here's where it gets interesting. It is best for convenience and ecosystem integration. Finally, number 10, Mata Pay. Mata Pay is one of the most important payment systems in Qatar and is widely accepted across the country. It allows secure contactless payments using Mata-enabled cards. For example, Sarah in Doha uses Mata Pay for everyday shopping and transport payments. Now here is where it gets interesting. Mata Pay is extremely secure and widely accepted, but it does not directly offer cashback rewards. But here is the catch. It is the backbone of Qatar's payment infrastructure. Now let's bring everything together because this is where most people finally understand the real system. There is no single best digital wallet in Qatar. Each one serves a different purpose. Apple Pay is best for fast contactless payments. Google Wallet is best for Android users and card flexibility. Ooredoo Money is best for transfers and telecom payments. Vodafone Wallet is best for mobile ecosystem services. QNB and commercial bank apps are best for banking control. Dukhan Bank is best for structured Islamic banking. Revolut is best for travel and currency management. Samsung Wallet is best for ecosystem convenience. Mata Pay is best for universal acceptance. But here's the biggest mistake people make. They try to use one wallet for everything. That is exactly why they miss rewards, convenience, and efficiency. Now here is the smart strategy in 2026. Use Apple Pay or Google Wallet for daily spending. Use Mata Pay for universal acceptance payments. Use Ooredoo Money for transfers. Use Revolut for international travel. Use bank apps for financial control. Use credit cards linked to wallets for cashback optimization. This is how smart users in Qatar build a complete financial system, instead of relying on one app. And here's the final insight most people never realize. Digital wallets are not just payment tools. They are financial systems that control how efficiently you manage your money every day. Every fee avoided, every optimized transaction, and every smart payment adds up significantly over time. Now, let's quickly summarize. Apple Pay and Google Wallet provide convenience. Mata Pay provides national payment infrastructure. Ooredoo and Vodafone wallets provide telecom integration. Bank apps provide financial control. Revolut provides global flexibility. Samsung Wallet provides ecosystem convenience. Credit cards provide cashback rewards. If you combine them correctly, you are not just using apps anymore. You are building a complete financial strategy. And if you found this helpful, make sure to like, comment your favorite wallet in Qatar, and subscribe because the next video will show you how users in the Middle East are stacking credit cards with digital wallets to maximize cashback legally, without changing their spending habits.